All right. Good morning. Can you hear me? Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Savis. We just wait for a few moments to let more students joining in. At the same time, you are encouraged to ask questions. Please be advised that this lecture is recorded. You can watch video recording at Blackboard, Collaborate, and then on top left corner, you have a menu, the three short dots, and then you click recordings. Okay, so I'm going to start off by asking, are there any questions? Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to share my computer so that you can see the questions. Can you confirm you can see the questions? Thank you. I try to manage the window so that I can also see your response. Thank you so much. Okay. Maybe I'll try to make the font bigger. Yes. All right, shall we begin? Hello and welcome. This is a lecture about calculating annuities. Remember in previous lectures, we did annuity calculation for present value, future value, and monthly payment. So today, we will calculate the term N and the interest IY. So term N and interest IY. So today we'll finish chapter 11 and we'll start off chapter 12, ordinary general annuities, to calculate the future value of ordinary general annuities. Now we are in ordinary simple annuities. Okay, so I'm just going to type in. So what we are going to do, what we have done so far, and what we are going to do today. Okay, try to pull out my Word document. Okay. Remember, you are encouraged to ask questions. You can write your question on the chat area, or you can speak up. So just so that you know where we are, remember in chapter 11, first section, we talk about concept of annuities. And then section 2, we calculate future value of ordinary, simple, future value for ordinary, simple annuity. The keyword ordinary means payment is made at the end. So the keyword is end. That is ordinary. Simple means number of payment per year. What does the simple mean? Number of payment per year equal to number of interest compounding period per year. So for example, if you make payment every month and the interest is compounded monthly, that is a simple annuity. Another example would be you make a payment every quarter and interest is compounded quarterly. That is a simple annuity. Still another example would be you make a payment every year, interest is compounded annually. That is a simple annuity. Okay. So that is session 2. And in session 3, we're still dealing with ordinary simple annuities. But this time, we calculated the present value, PV. What is the present value of ordinary simple annuities? Okay. And in session 4, we calculated ordinary simple annuity for payment. For payment. Okay. So those are the things we have done so far. Okay. So today we are going to do 11.5. It is still ordinary simple annuities, but we are going to find the term N. Okay. And we are also going to do Section 6, ordinary simple annuity. And we are going to find periodic rate of interest, IY. We are going to find interest. It is strongly encourage you to go over textbook concept or PowerPoint slide before you attend this lecture. This lecture is focused on problem solving. I will give you examples. Using the examples, I will explain the concept calculations. Okay. So are there any questions? Let me check the chat room. Any questions? All right, so this is the roadmap, where we are, what we are going to do today. Okay. Next week, we are going to do chapter 12, session 2, session 3. Okay, so next week, chapter 12, session 2, and chapter 12, session 3. Okay. So today we actually have 3 sections. We also do chapter 12.1, ordinary general annuities. Okay. ordinary. So chapter 12 is about ordinary general. Okay. Calculate future value. Just have some water. Any questions? So I'm going to copy this to see if I can copy this to OneNote. Maybe I will found some space here. All right, and then I'll just adjust my computer. So you ready? So let's do this question, okay? A mortgage of 22,208 is prepaid by making payment of 1,391 at the end. Means this is an ordinary annuity. Okay, each month, if interest is 5% compounded monthly, so you make payment every month. Interest is compounded monthly, so this is an ordinary simple annuity. The question asks you, what is the term? What is the term? So how long you are going to pay off the mortgage? That is the question. Okay. So we are going to use two methods. One, calculator, financial calculator. Two, formula. Okay. Before we do any method, let's analyze the given number again. So this 22,208 is the present value, PV. Present value is this. Okay, sorry for my little dog. Hi, what do you want? No, it's too cold. My little doggy, sorry. And then 1,391, that is PMT. %5 interest, IY. Okay, this is a periodic interest. Okay. And this is the annual interest. It is compounded monthly. When you do formula, you have to use this divided by 12. When you use calculator, you directly enter number 5. So the question asks you, what is the N? That is the question. Okay. So you ready for the calculator? Okay. So I'm going to pull out my calculator. Where's my calculator? Let's see. Just try to find my calculator. Where's my calculator? Control C, B, C, program, .exe, search, .exe. It's too much, but this is not the way. I try to find my calculator. Usually it is right here. Okay. And hey, where's my calculator? Downloads. Library. C drive. C drive. No, retail. Yes. I'll check if it is plugged in. Yes, it is plugged in. I'll check. Oh, disk. Found the disk. Yeah. I try to locate my calculator. If not, I have to just go without it. That's strange. So, computer. Yes, go to computer. Hard disk. Maybe I will unplug in my calculator. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm doing some settings. And then plug in again. Okay. Okay, now it comes out. I have to unplug, then plug in. Okay. All right. So this time it is working. Open folder to view. Okay. Here is my calculator. All right. Okay, go back to this question. So make sure your calculator is at end mode. Okay. So quick second quit. Okay, second quit. And then there's nothing on top right corner. And then set PY, second PY. PY is 12. Okay, type in 12. Enter. And then down arrow key. CY is 12. Enter. Second quit. So you just did some preparation work. Now enter the number 22,208. This number is PV. 1,391. This number is negative PMT. And interest is 5 IY. Remember, you need to enter 4 numbers when you use calculator. So what is the next number we are going to enter? Anyone? I entered just 3 numbers. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. So 0 is the FV. This step as a precaution to clear any previous entries. The final step, CPT, calculate N. Okay, calculate N. So you have that number. I will write it down. Okay. So our calculator, just briefly write down what we did. Okay. Make sure your calculator is at the end mode. And then you set up your compute calculator. PY equal to 12. CY equal to 12. Okay. And then enter the 3 number given, and also make sure future value is 0. You need to enter 4 numbers. Future value is 0. Final step, you compute n, CPT n, and you get the number. And the unit for this number is months. The unit for this number is this month. Okay. But the question asks you, the term is how many years, how many months? Okay, how many years, how many months? So 16 months, 16.5557 is how many years, how many months? We know 1 year has 12 months. So for sure, this is 1 year. Okay, and then 16 minus 12, you get 4 months. But here we have you have 4.5557 months. Okay, you have this 4.5557 months. When you do the term calculation, you always round up to 5 months. This is 5 months. Even it is, for example, 4.15, you round it up to 5 months. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So that is how do you find the term n? Okay, I heard the question. I will check. What is question here? Could you also divide by 12 to get the years? The question was, can you divide by 12 to get years? Sure, you can do that. Let's do that, okay? So I'm going to, so this number, divide 12 equal to 1.3796 years. Okay, you can, if you divide by 12, you get 1.3796 years. So it is 1 year. Then you have to figure out what is 0.3796 year equal to how many months. See, the question asks you for year and months. So you have to use 0.3796 times 12. Times 12, you get 4.5557 months. Does that answer your question? Alexandra, thank you. You could divide it by 12, so you got 1 year. Then use 0.3796 times 12 to get months. Okay. All right, so this is just the first method. The second method, we are going to use formula. The formula is 11.4. I will show you the formula. Okay. So we are going to use 11.4, this formula. Remember the given question, you are given, PMT is given, PV is given, I is given. Okay. Remember when you use formula, I equal to 5% divided by 12. I equal to 5% divided by 12. Okay. So now we use a formula. So I heard questions. Any questions before I go further? Okay. Now I'm going to use a formula. Okay. So I'll show you the formula. So I will directly plug in the formula. Okay. So I don't need calculator. So I'll cover this one. Make the screen a little bit bigger. So I'm going to use different color. So now I'm going to do formula. Okay. The formula said n equal to this you need to use natural logarithm ln bracket 1 minus PV times I. Present value is 22,208. Okay. So I is 5%. Maybe I will do side calculation here. What is 5% divided by 12? That is I. 5% divided by 12 equal to I. Okay, equal what? So I'm going to again use this calculator. Okay, oops. Okay. So I'm going to clear up. Second quit. Okay. So I'm going to use the 5%. So 5 divide 100, then divide 12 equal 0.0042. That is I, 0.0042. Okay. So equal to 0.0042. I equal to. So oops, where's my formula? The wind blew off my formula. So this is PV times I means times 0.0042. Okay. Divided by PMT. $1,391. And then closing bracket, closing bracket, and then divided by negative 1 bracket 1 plus I. So I is 0.0042. Okay. So that is the formula method. Okay. And you should use your calculator or Excel to verify. You should get 16.5557. Okay. Where's my line? So any questions? I will give you a few moments to verify this formula method. would suggest you use calculator. See, it is just punching the number. Try to find. Maybe I want to use so use what I oops. See, sorry. Any questions? All right. So now let's move on. Question 2. Question 2. Compute the nominal annual rate compounded monthly at which 400 is paid at the end each month for 5 years, accumulate to 26,000. So let's analyze this question first. So what is IY? That is the question. What is IY? And PMT is 400. PMT is 400. 5 years equal to how many months? 1 year has 12 months. So 5 multiply 12 equal to 60. Okay. So that is N. To accumulate, this is the question. How do you know 26,000 is the present value or future value? The keyword accumulates. When something accumulates to a number, that number is FV. So I heard the question. I will check what is the question. Thank you, Davika. Yes, that is FV. Thank you for your participation. Right. So calculator, okay? Calculator. The setup is the same as the first question. And mod py equal to 12, cy equal to 12. Second, quit. Second, py, it is already 12. Down arrow key. Cy 12. Second, quit. Now enter 400. That is negative PMT. 60 is N. 26,000 is FV. I entered 3 numbers. I need to enter 4 numbers. I will see who will be answer this question. What is the last number I need to enter? Anyone? What is the last number I need to enter? Oh, Kaylin, thank you. Savis, thank you. Davika, thank you. 0 is PV, okay? Wow, I'm so impressed, okay. 0 is a PV. And then I need to calculate. Oh, no. See, I pressed the wrong button. I calculated IY. I should calculate interest, but I did it wrong because I messed up. So I'm going to redo it. So make sure PY 12, CY 12, and then calculate IY, no. So I have to re-enter the number. I messed up one button. So can you try this on your calculator? So I'm going to redo it. Okay, I repeat, okay? 400 negative PMT. 60 is N. 26,000, that is FV. 0 PV. Compute IY. Compute IY, you get 3.2166%. Read instructions. It said 2 decimal places. So the answer is 3.22%. Okay. So that is the interest. That is the interest using calculator method. Unfortunately, there is no formula to calculate interest. There is no formula to calculate interest. So if question asks you the interest, you have to rely on calculator. Okay. Any questions? So I'm going to check the message. Any questions? All right. I strongly suggest you go over those 2 questions, okay? Because those questions has representation. It is how do you calculate the term N? Remember the Word document I showed you. So I give you the examples. This is chapter 11, section 5, calculate term N. So I'll maybe write down here. See, this is chapter 11, section 5, the first question. The second question, chapter 11, section 6. Okay, and the answer I already gave you here. See, the answers I gave you. All right. So any questions? So I'm going to stop recording. We all take 10 minutes break. Okay. So come back at 8:52. Okay. After a short break, come back at 8:52. 10 minutes break. So I'm going to stop recording.